Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 4 of our New York Islanders franchise here on NHL 24. Today, we're simming through the 2025-26 season. And before we start, I just want to let you know we've had some really bad problems with the video in this one. I'll try and salvage the video the best I can, but yeah, just to let you know before we start. We lost to the Red Wings last year in the second round, but we have made improvements to our lineup. We added players like Claude Giroux, Jamie Benn, Jake DeBrusk, and Gustav Nyquist, and Pia Suter, actually, and free agency. So our forward core is much improved. As you can see, we have lots of depth throughout the lineup. We could probably even trade someone to get Nyquist into the top 9. He's a player we traded for his rights from Nashville in the Anders Lee deal at the draft. We ended up re-signing him, which I wasn't expecting, but it was nice. A nice surprise. Out of our forward group, I'm really looking to see more from Macklin Celebrini. He had a good rookie season last year, and now he's fully in the top 6. I mean, he only played 13 minutes last year and still put up 55 points, so I'm definitely expecting 60 plus for him, especially if he's getting power play time. Oliver Wahlstrom had a good season last year, only played in 74 games, put up 23 goals and 53 points. He's definitely our best sniper in the top 6, so we're going to see if we can get him to 30 goals over a full season. Jean-Gabriel Pageau was our surprise leader and scorer last year with 75 points somehow. I don't know. He's up to an 87 overall. It's great to see. Jake DeBrusk we added for just 3.4 million, so maybe we can activate that 4-star shot and get him 20 goals. On defense, our top 4 remains the same: Adam Pelech and new captain Noah Dobson. He's gained that zone ability. He's an elite player. He's our best player. We're looking to see maybe Norris Trophy contention from him this year. He had 64 points last year, which was still very good. Second pair, we still got Polak and Romanov. And third pair, we have Bolduc, Salo, and Ian Mitchell will be in the rotation as he does have good chemistry on the bottom pair and 84 defensive awareness, which is pretty good. Our goalies, Ilya Sorokin is our starter, backed up by Dennis Hildeby, who we got in the Samuel Varlamov deal. He's grown up to an 83 overall, and we signed him for a 3-year deal, so good to see. Our scratches, Mitchell and Holmstrom and Clutterbuck. Holmstrom was a first-round pick by Lou Lamoriello, but he hasn't really turned out. I might look at trading him for like a 5th-round pick or something. Clutterbuck is a franchise legend we just brought back because he can fit in the bottom 6 with injuries. So that's how the team's looking. We're going to sim through the preseason, trying a few different line combinations, and then we'll get into full simulation. And just before we get started, here's our AHL team. We are looking for growth from Per Havlet. He was our 3rd-round pick, medium top 6, already 74 overall. Also looking for growth from Elias Barrett, who was our 4th-round pick. He's already 70 overall. Huttunen could be a solid piece in the future. And our defense, Kallio Desilis, could make the NHL one day, as could this guy, 59 overall, but he wasn't drafted, so we decided to pick him up. All right, first game of the preseason here against the Hurricanes. I'm going with the lines I just showed you. The big things we'll be looking at is the bottom 6, any changes we need to make, and Bolduc, Salo, and Mitchell, and 2 of those 3 will make the opening night lineup. So I'll just sim through the game here. 4-3 is the final score in overtime. Pia Suter had a goal and assist, as did Nyquist. Dobson with 2 assists, which is great to see. Goals from Nyquist, Suter, and Giroux. 3 new players. Assists from Wahlstrom, okay. Pluses from these players. Minuses from Salo. Okay, so we'll put Mitchell in for next game. All right, for game 2, we'll be putting Mitchell on the bottom pair. And we'll also be giving Dennis Hill to be the start. All right, game 2 ends 5-2. Hildeby had a great night, and Romanov and Pageau 2 points each. Romanov, Pollock, Sazikis, Suter, and Giroux with the goals. Good to see Nyquist doing good on the 4th line. I might have to give him some more minutes. +3 from the top, or the second pair there. -1 from Bolduc and Mitchell. Okay. So I guess we'll take Bulldog out for Salem. Might as well. Accidentally simmed through the Philadelphia game. We lost 3-0. Throwing the lines in a blender a little bit here as we're going Celebrini on the top line with Horvat and Barzell. Bringing down Peugeot to play with Giroux and Wallstrom. DeBrusque, Ben, and we're going to switch Nyquist and Palmieri to try and activate their offense. And we also took out Bulldog for Salo. We dropped this one 4-3 in overtime against the Penguins, although we vastly outshot them. And all 3 stars are Penguins. Goals coming from Pelech, DeBrusque, and Celebrini. Good to see DeBrusque and Celebrini activating their offense. Also see that Barzell had 2 assists, which is good to see. I don't think he had a single point before that. Minuses, -2 to Pius Suter and Mitchell and Salo again. So I don't know. This bottom pair isn't working out. Maybe you have to trade for someone. Hildeby was not great in the game, so we'll put Sorokin in for the next one. I wonder if it would be a good idea to bring in a guy like Salayev or Benda, because our bottom pair is really struggling right now. Salayev hasn't started his season yet in Russia. Or yes, he has. It is not showing there. He's played 5 games. Benda, he's played 4 games. Is it worth bringing in Salayev? I guess he could play top pair in the AHL if we don't need him as well. Good defensive stats. Not great, actually. His puck skills need work. I think I'm going to bring on Anton Salayev and sign him to his entry-level contract. So that's good to know. Now we can put him on the bottom pair and see how he sims, and then if not, he's in the AHL. We have control over him, and he can be an injury replacement. Sending down Salo temporarily, we have Salayev in the NHL lineup. He has good chemistry on the bottom and the top pair, which is probably where I'll be in the future once Pelech retires. So that's good to see. Just out of curiosity, he gets a 0 with Dobson right now, which is unfortunate, but he'll develop some X factors. But yeah, let's put him on the bottom pair to start the preseason. This one ends 4-3 as Hamilton scores in the last 21 seconds. Press continue there. Accidentally didn't look at the stats, but we'll go see how Salayev did. Salayev was a +1, so that's good to see. We'll keep this pair for the next game as well. They get a +2 now, which is nice. This game against the Rangers ends 3-0, and Pollock and Romanov were a -3. Oof. These are the lines we'll be going with last game of the preseason, moving Nyquist up to the top line just for fun. Defense stays the same and Hildeby starts. We'll see how we do against the Capitals. Last game of the preseason here. First period ends 0-0. Second period, goals from Palmieri and Suter, bottom 6. And Nyquist has another one on the top line. Strome breaks Hildeby's shutout, but man, Nyquist has been good this preseason. Suter gets first star, Hildeby in there as well. And for that final game, Pollock and Romanov for a +3 and +2. That makes up for it. No minuses, so good to see. All right, there's the preseason. Pius Suter ended up tied for our top scorer in less than 10 minutes, so not a great offensive preseason. Nyquist was good, so I think I might keep him in the top 6 to start, but I know that he can play anywhere in the lineup, so Dobson and Pollock, Romanov, Pelech were all right. Barzell and Giroux, not great, especially from Giroux. -4 is not great. Palmieri, 2 points. DeBrusque. Horvat had 2 assists. I have no clue what to do with this guy. He does not sim, no matter where I put him. Is it worth considering moving on from Bo Horvat? I'm not sure because he's such a well-rounded player. Peugeot wasn't very good. Ben Wallstrom was bad. Salayev ended up +2 in 3 games, so he's going to make his NHL debut in the opener. Probably scratching Bulldog. And for goalies, Hildeby was pretty good. Sorokin was not bad. So we'll be starting Sorokin for sure, though. Opener against Anaheim. Let's edit the lines. All right, here's our opening night lineup. It looks very weird, and it is, but I'm going to try it for a little bit. Horvat, Celebrini, Nyquist. We're going to see if we can score Horvat some goals because he's been struggling. Giroux, Peugeot, and Barzell. Just try this third line, see what happens. Wallstrom, Suter, and DeBrusque. Suter had a good preseason, so we'll see if he can activate those 2 snipers. and Ben Cizikas Palmieri. We'll get Palmieri into the top 9 as an 86 overall. He needs the time, but for now, we'll keep him on the 4th line. Defense, same as always. We're going to have Salayev starting. He was a +2 in the preseason, which is good to see. Obviously, Sorokin starting, backed up by Hildeby. And scratches are Bolduc, Clutterbuck, and Holmstrom. So let's do it. At UBS Arena, first game of the 2025-26 season. Here we go. First period ends 2-0. Wallstrom opens up the scoring. Mitchell adds another. Shots and 14-6. We lead by 2 after 1. Second period, Lindstrom puts it back within 1, but Barzell on the second line. We still lead the shots 23-21. Let's see if we can close out this win. McTavish scores early in the period to put them in 1. Not taking a lead on the shots either. But Giroux adds that insurance goal. First goal as an Islander. Anaheim power play, and it's killed off. 5 minutes left. Hold on. And that'll do it. And Cizikas adds an empty netter as well at 5-2 win against the Anaheim Ducks. Shots end 36-29. Sorokin is the first star. Wallstrom and Ben both have 2 points. And that's a great way to start the season. All right, we're going to give these lines 7 more games actually. We'll end on this game against the Rangers. Against Montreal, and we take another 6-2 win. Okay. Philadelphia, Romanov's injured with a sore foot. We're going to have Bolduc come into the second pair. It's just for a little bit, so 1-0 win against Philadelphia. 8-6 win against New Jersey. 7-5 loss. Okay, there it is. On a hard streak to start the season. This game against Pittsburgh. Samuel Bolduc's injured as well, so now we got to call up Salo. We're going to risk it with the playable injury for Romanov. Put him back in the lineup. And it pays off. We win in the shootout, and we are 5-1-0 to start the season. Heading into this game against the Rangers. Let's hop in. First period, 1-1. Novak opens up the scoring, but Bo Horvat ties it up. Shots 12-9. Second period, 3-2 Islanders. Palmieri and DeBrusk both strike on the power play. Lafreniere puts them back within 1. Is 24-17 on the shots. Still a 1-goal lead. Islanders power play, and is killed off. Rangers power play also killed off, leading the shots by a large margin. 10 minutes left. Come on, let's get that insurance goal. Power play. Can't convert, but it doesn't matter. Final minute. We win 3-2. Kakko has 2 assists, but Dobson also has 2 assists. Horvat has, I believe, the game winner. All right, so a hot start to the season. I don't really want to change the lines. Wow, this top line is producing like crazy. 10 points from Macklin Celebrini. Excellent to see. 5, 4, and 8. Okay, the second line's doing well too. 6, 4, and 5. Very good. 4, 1, and 5 goals on the bottom on the 4th line from Palmieri. So I'm not going to touch that offense. They're doing excellent. Pellick and Dobson, 11 points, +7 and 8. Wow. 1 assist +1 and 2 points +3. Mitchell has 1 goal and 1 assist. Salayev yet to score his first point. He's only a -1 though, so we'll keep him in the lineup. Sorokin's got a 906. Hildeby's actually got a 937 in his only game, which is good to see. Okay, let's just roll with these lines until they stop working. Sim to this game against Montreal just to see. Game against Minnesota. And we win. Both Ducks back. 3-2 win. 2 in a row. 3 in a row, actually. Another game against Minnesota. 5-4 loss this time. Against Columbus. A 4-0 win and then a 2-1 loss against Pittsburgh. All right. Looking at spying contracts, Peugeot's actually ready for an extension. He'd be wanting like $8 million now. So we'll probably wait on that. Back into simulation. I see no reason to stop. Let's just keep going. Against Montreal. 1-0 loss. Colorado. 2-1 loss. These 1-goal losses are killing us 3 games in a row. 6-3 loss. We're on a 4-game losing streak. 5. Okay, we better stop here. Oh, and it cast another one. We just went on a crazy 6-game losing streak. Alright, time for changes. Alright, top scoring fell off a cliff, so we're going to put Barzell back in the top line. Back to our mostly regular top 6. I could do that, but I want to keep the 3 and 1 instead of the 4. Bringing up Ben, because he has the center. We're going to send down Nyquist from first to fourth line, but he can still play anywhere in the lineup, as we know. Salayev hasn't been great. He's been a -3 with 1 assist. Mitchell has not been any better, though, so we're going to take him out and try and put Bullduk in. See how they play together. Bullduk's only played 3 games. In goal, Sorokin has not been great, while Hildebee's been excellent, so we'll have Hildebee start the next game. 6 games in a row. Let's see if we can fix that. It's back-to-back Calgary and Utah. Pick up the win against both of them, which is good to see. Like to see more consistent wins, though, so let's go a few more games. Isaac Phillips on waivers. He's got $1.1 million in salary. No, thank you. Against Winnipeg, 4-2 loss. AHL injury. Against Nashville, 5-2 win. Good to see. 3-1 win and 5-3 loss against Vancouver. So this team, it went on a bad losing streak. They've been about 500 cents. I'm going to give these lines 3 more games and hope they win them. If not, we'll make some more changes. Buffalo, 3-0 loss because of course. Edmonton, 4-1 win against a good team. Also 4-2 against Anaheim. Jury's still out. Let's give him 2 more games. Against Calgary, 7-0 win. And 3-0 loss. So I still don't know. We're going to go 3 more games. Vegas, 7-1 win. What is happening? 4-0 win, okay. 4-1 our last 5. In Florida, Jake DeBrusk strained hamstring. And a 3-2 loss against Florida. Okay, I think I'm going to roll with these lines. They're 17 and 13, which is not bad. I'd like to see a few more consistent stretches. Against Buffalo, 5-3 loss. Overtime win against Dallas. DeBrusk's back. Against New Jersey, 7-3 win. Good to see. Into January now and another 3-0 win. Let's see if we can keep up this point streak against the Rangers. Hopping in against the Rangers. First period just cut out. First period ended 2-2. Second period, Novak scores the second, but Nyquist and Barzell even strength to pull us ahead by 1. Shots are 25-22 in the Rangers' favor. This game is not over yet. Novak scores the hat trick to tie it up. Pia Suter gives us the lead from the fourth line. We get a power play right after. Killed off. We have a 1-goal lead with about 10 minutes left. Hedel ties it up. Shots are 30-30 basically. 5 minutes left. Next goal probably wins. And we will see overtime. Let's hop in. See our ratings. There are 95, 93, and 91. Much more well-rounded when we got here. Face off here. Overtime at Madison Square Garden. Horvat wins it and plays it. Dobson takes a wide angle shot and Strickland covers. Horvat wins the face off, tied up, and Fox and Panarin go the other way at 3-on-1. Panarin, Zibanejad can't convert as he puts a weak shot on Sorokin. Win the face off, one-timer, a big save by Sorokin. Dobson tied up, plays it out to Horvat, who Barzell. Here's Horvat, comes out with the puck. Could have a breakaway, has a breakaway. And stopped by Shesterkin in a mess. Fox plays out to Panarin. Breakaway pass is intercepted. Here's Horvat. Other way. Finds Dobson. Scores! Noah Dobson. Overtime winner off a BB assist from Bo Horvat. Your Islanders win 6-5. Alright, just while I'm scouting here, I just realized that it just cut off a ton of my footage, which is super unfortunate. We did win our games. We won a few games. I'll check what our record was during that time, but we also traded for Kevin Fiala at the halfway point. I can also show you some of the stats. Man, that just sucks. Got this weird problem with my recording setup. It just, for some reason, it cuts out at random spots for like sometimes a half hour at a time. So that's why like sometimes you see while I'm like recording, there's like this massive cuts and you just miss a bunch. That happens especially during like games, like when you hop in and like watch this computer play. That happens an absolute ton, which is so unfortunate. That's why I haven't really been able to capture some like playoff overtime, so we're completely screwed because I couldn't because it was cutting out basically. So sorry about that. I'll show you the Fiala trade here on the screen in just a moment. You'll never believe this, but it actually cut out the Fiala trade too. So I said most of it, but sorry about that, everyone. It's terrible. I'll get it fixed next episode. All right, here's the Fiala trade here. We acquired Kevin Fiala. We gave up Kelly Brindamore. He was a 7th-round pick. He's got medium top 6 potential. It would have been nice to turn him into a player, but you know. Claude Giroux, and then the draft picks. We also gave up another prospect, Simon Zether. It was. He was our 3rd-round pick in our first year, the 2024 draft, real player. And then we gave up a 2nd-round pick and a 4th-round pick the year after this year, so next year. So that's our trade. Pretty good value for Kevin Fiala. He has 4 years left on his deal, and we've been playing him on the second line and first power play. I'm not sure how he's done. Let's go see. Here's our stats. I'll go down the list for you because I think we missed out on that as well. I recorded it, but I don't think it worked. Fiala has 2 goals and a -2, which is not great, but I know that'll come up. He's playing 18 minutes a game. He's playing on a much better team. I'm excited. Here's the rest of the list for you. And the goalies, Sorokin's playing pretty well, and Hildeby's playing great as the backup. So let's hop into some more simulation. Again, very sorry about that glitch. Keep going here. We're just barely holding on to a wild card spot right now, so we need to win some games here against Vegas. We take a 4-1 win. We also win 4-2 against Pittsburgh for both wins on back-to-backs, which is great to see. We're on a long point streak here. Tampa shootout loss. Ottawa win, so we continue our point streak to 2, 4, 6, 8 games. We're now take 3rd spot in the Metro. All-star break there. Now here's Ottawa again. Can we make our 8-game point streak to 9? Yes, we can, and there's 10. 10 games in a row. We've gotten a point. We are sitting at 3rd in the division, but 1st is definitely within striking distance. To keep simulating. The team's simulating really good. I haven't really had to make too many changes this year. They were inconsistent, and now we're consistently winning. We make it 11. Our point streak ends against the Rangers, but it's okay. We still had some really good progress in the standings there. Kevin Fiala concussion is unfortunate, though. Fiala's out for a bit. Let's see. How was he doing? 6 goals and 9 points. He was up to a +5. So was he like point per game or anything? No, but he was only playing 16 minutes a night. That's okay. We'll have him playing more when he comes back into the top 6. Probably Palmieri, eh? We could always bring Nyquist up. We know that he can produce. But I think it's got to be Palmieri, honestly. Wallstrom has 33 points, which is pretty good. I guess he is a sniper, but I guess he doesn't really simulate as a sniper. That's okay with me. It's just nice that we finally know that now. Top line is continuing to produce. It looks like Barzell is actually the sniper here. He's 23 goals. Slav's up to 7 points and +1. He's playing well with Mitchell, so I don't think we'll change anything on the defense. I think it just skips some more time with that thing. We went on a little losing streak, but we just beat the Maple Leafs in the slow sim. I'm going to sim up to the trade deadline now. I don't think we'll do anything, but we'll definitely look at the market for like 82 overall defensemen to fill in the bottom pair, just because I don't fully trust Ian Mitchell. Yeah, I'll definitely look for some like players with 1 year left on their contracts. Let's go see how the AHL players are doing. We have some players developing down here. Havilid is scoring a lot. Not a terrible amount, actually. I don't think Bridgeport is particularly good, so that's it. It's okay. Hutton is a good prospect. Barrett here, we probably could have kept him in US NDP, but that's okay. He's playing good with Bridgeport. Goalie prospect Rasmus Korhonen is actually an 80 overall now, which is interesting. It's good to know that we have a player who can be a good backup in a pinch, like if Hildeby or Sorokin goes down. So it's good to see that he's playing well, but I'm not sure. Do we maybe want to trade him out because he needs opportunity? I'm not really sure what to do with him. 4-2 win against the Outlaws. Let's play this game at PNC Arena here in Carolina. Carolina is a very good team this year, top of the division by far, but this would be some good divisional points here. Help with our playoff race. First period, 2-2. DeBrusque and Pollock open up the scoring, but two defensemen, Pionk and Nakishin, tie it up. Shots are 12-8 for Carolina. Second period, Burns, third defenseman to score. Shots are 25-20, but Oliver Wallstrom ties it up immediately. Islanders power play, it's killed off. Another Islanders power play, and another one killed off. Shots are about even at 30. 10 minutes left. Who's the hero? It's a very good Carolina team. Late in the game. And no one. In overtime, no one scores. And we take the win in the shootout with Barzell and Dobson getting the winning goals. Great to see a good shootout win against a very good team. Now I'm going to go look at the trade blocks around the league and see if anything piques my interest. Ryan Suter here in Boston has still yet to play a game. He's been a healthy scratch all season long. 82 overall, 87 defensive awareness, so he'd definitely be a defensive option. Puck skills are very down, 41 years old. He'd be pretty cheap to acquire. I think this might be where we say goodbye to Casey Cizikas. 2 more years at 2.5. He's down to bottom 6 potential. He's still got good face-offs, so that's all he has, honestly. And trading out Sam O'Reilly, too. Sucks to see Casey Cizikas gone. He's a legend here in Long Island, but business is business. Ryan Suter, welcome to the New York Islanders organization. He'll play on the bottom pair here with Anton Salayev. All right, there's the deal done. Let's sim through the trade deadline here. Big deal there is Hampus Lindholm going to Calgary, Mangiapane going back. Very strange deal there. Comfort to Calgary for Uyghur in return. What? What is going on? Kaslik on waivers. 78 overall, probably not. Wow, some very strange trades there from Calgary. They're trading out veterans for different veterans, I guess. I don't know. Very cool, though. Cool to see what the AI does. 5-1 win against Chicago and a 5-0 win against St. Louis. We are dominant. Philadelphia take another win, 3-2. Second in the division now. 7-0 win against Philadelphia. Pollock was just playable injury. 8-5 loss to Detroit is unfortunate, but let's just keep it rolling here. We hit the 41 win mark. We've definitely had a better second half than first half. Against Detroit, a 4-0 win to bounce back. 3-2 win against the Capitals, playing the Capitals again. 6-3 win. Wow, what a month we are having. What a month of March. 5-4 loss to the Montreal Canadiens. Playing Carolina, best team in the league again. 4-3 loss, 5-3 win against Tampa to back it up, though. Let's just go straight to the end of the season here. We are playing very well. Should clinch a playoff spot sooner rather than later. Seattle 2-1 win and Edmonton 1-0 win, squeezing out some tight ones there. Havlet in the AHL, I'll deal with that. 4-2 win against Vancouver. Let's just go see the Avalanche. Last game of the season. Try and hit 50 wins. Toronto a 2-1 win. We have having a massive streak here. 1-0 win against Kings as well. Glitched us into the AHL again, and we win again. Wow. 3-0 against the Bruins and 4-3 overtime win against the Blue Jackets. 5-1 win. Wow, what a win streak we are on. Let me count this up. All right, since March 1st, we are 18-3. What a stretch. And we are currently on a 9-game winning streak heading into this game against the Avalanche. Can we make it a 10-game winning streak to end off this season? We have 110 points. Carolina's already clinched the division and the conference, but can we make it a 10-game win streak? First period 0-0. Shots are 18-11 in favor of the Avalanche. Second period 1-0 Barzell opens up the scoring against Georgiev. Shots are 25-22 for the Avalanche. But Sorokin's shutting them down. Jamie then adds the insurance marker. Colorado power play. This isn't over yet, but we kill it off. Time winding down. Another power play and is killed off. Less than 10 minutes. 7 minutes to go. 5 minutes. And Rantanen breaks the 40-save shutout for Sorokin in the last minute. But the 2-1 win secures our 10-game win streak. Sorokin was excellent. Now let's go take a look at this season. All right, so we finished the season at 112 points. That is much better than I was expecting, especially at the halfway point. We must have had a ridiculous second half. Second in the Metro to the Hurricanes, who, won the President's Trophy, tied with the Sabres. We had the most wins in the league, though, which is very cool. Our goals for at 281 is not bad. It's 9th in the league, or 10th in the league, sorry, which is pretty good. It could be better, and I thought it would be better. However, our goals against per game was easily, not even close, the best in the league. I've very rarely seen less than 200 goals against in a season. That is just ridiculous. Our power play percentage of 20 is not great. It's still in the top half of the league. I think in 11th or so, but not bad. Our penalty kill at 83 is nothing crazy, but it is in the top 10. Yeah, just a 10th spot, which is pretty good. We were very good away, which is interesting. Had the best record to end the year. Wow, that was a great season. I've never seen goals against that low. We were ridiculous at even strength. Barzell finally showing his leadership, leads the team with 93 points. Let's go. Horvat also has 85. 85 points for Horvat is also very good. Look at these plus minuses too, man. Dobson, 74 points. That's a career high for him. Plus 34. What a player. Will definitely be probably a Norris finalist. I'll have to look in a minute here. Kevin Fiala, he picked it up. 15 goals, 38 points in 39 games for the Islanders. 8 plus minus, 13 power play points, playing just under 18 minutes per game. Very good. Celebrini up to an 87 overall, improved on last year, putting up 64 points plus 27. 25 goals. He shows he's a very capable sniper, but his puck skills are 5-star now, so very good. Wallstrom, we know who he is. I'm very happy with these numbers. It's a little less point pace than last season, but that's okay. Still put up 19 goals, which is not bad. Peugeot didn't have his 75-point season, but I'm still happy with 53 from our second-line center. Palmieri didn't get as much minutes this season, but still put up good numbers. DeBrusk ended up at half point per game, which is honestly what I was expecting to see from him. That's good to see. He's a solid middle sixer. Pollock had a great season at 37 points, which is that a career high? It is tied for a career high with last year, plus 34 as well. Nyquist, he was on the fourth line for much of the season, 10 minutes per game, didn't put up an enormous amount. Jamie Benn, same thing, limited minutes, good veteran presence. Romanov was a plus 35, which is awesome. Suter, 23 points is pretty good from our fourth liner. Pelech plus 40 on the top pair. We love him. Salayev in his rookie season had 14 points. He grew 3 overall. He was a 78 to start. He's now an 81. Plus 4. Pretty good for him. Holmstrom had 11 points in limited minutes. Mitchell had 5. Suter had 4 assists and a plus 6, so we'll definitely start him for the playoffs. Duck. Rookie skating, I doubt Salayev will win the Calder. Highly doubt. Sorokin had a 923, though. That's excellent. 11 shutouts is very impressive. Dennis Hildeby, though, he showed he can be a very capable backup when we are in need. 13-7-1, a 930 save percentage. So we have two very capable goalies. Let's go look at the league stats now. For minimum 50 games started, Sorokin had the best save percentage by 5 points. So I think he has a very good chance at the Vezina Trophy, which is great to see. Rookie of the Year will likely go to Alfredson, which is interesting. 12th overall pick. Maybe we should have gone for him. Stenberg was good. Hardik-Karainen picked it up. Moss, Lucius. All right. Askarov was a good rookie goalie too, so maybe he wins it. Even on a bad Nashville team, had a 900 save percentage. Leading the league in points was Leon Draisaitl. What a monster season from him. McDavid, Hughes, Bedard. Adam Fox put up 99 points, which is crazy. Applicator, man. That third overall pick from that 2024 draft puts up 102 points. After putting up 96 last year, I didn't even catch that. I think he's one back of the. No, he didn't put up 100 points last year. Never mind. Put up 96 this year. 59 goals is ridiculous. Barzell finished in a pretty good spot, honestly, tied with McKinnon, Keller, ahead of 95 overall Pasternak. He had a very good season. Leading the league in goals was Applicator with 59. Bedard also had 57, but man, I'm very happy with Celebrini, but this kid is a monster. Pelech was almost top of the league in plus minus with a plus 40. A very good season overall. We made some big moves. We traded for Kevin Fiala, and now we are looking very good heading into the playoffs. We're the third best team in the league, man. So in the playoffs, we'll be facing the New York Rangers. What a matchup that will be. Our biggest rivals. Let's go look at the Rangers lineup really quick. Pretty scary lineup here in New York City. Panarin, Zibanejad, and Lafreniere is the top line. Kreider, Novak, and Kako. So a pretty good top six. I'd say ours maybe gets the edge if you take out Panarin. Novak was a monster this season against us. He had 31 goals, which is quite impressive, but he had a hat trick against us in one game, a goal in the other game. This bottom six is definitely where I think we can get him. They have Hedel, who's a pretty good player down there, but other than that, there's really no real good players in their bottom six. So yeah, I think that's where we can definitely take advantage of the New York Rangers. There's a reason we finished ahead of them in the regular season, and I think that might be a big part of it. On defense, they have Condre Miller and Adam Fox, who will almost certainly win the Norris Trophy. Ryan Lindgren and Jacob Truba, Vincent Desharnais, and Braden Schneider. So their right side is very good, but I think we probably beat them on the left side. I think our defense is better in general, but they have that star in Adam Fox, which is probably a level above Dobson, which is pretty scary. Stolars, this season he was a pretty good backup at 907, not terrible. But Shesterkin was their starter. Only a 909 for him, which isn't great, but we know he can turn it on in the postseason. Oh, that's why I was thinking this team doesn't look as good as I thought it would. But they're missing Vincent Trocheck, who is one of their leaders, one of their best playoff producers. He's been injured for a while, so we'll have to see how long he is out. That's a big injury, though. Here's the progress reports as well. We'll see which players grew. Jamie Benn got some statistical growth, really. Hmm. Celebrini got a ton of natural and statistical growth, especially in puck skills, dude. Look at those puck skills. Very good. Paul, Paul Mary still grew. He might be like an 87 overall somehow. Salayev, he's up to an 81, which is super good. Wallstrom, he's gained some points as well. He could be an 85 by next year. Nyquist fell off a little bit, but he has good statistical. All around, some really good growth from a lot of our players. If we look in the system, Shoten, he grew like 6 points. Karalati here, he was in the 50 overall, so good to see. Kitanov, Zykov, Dawson Connor, the guy we selected in like the 6th round, is growing like a monster. He might even make the NHL lineup next season. At a 74 overall, he has so much potential. Zonin grew 4 points, which is good to see. He honestly has pretty good stats, a very good shot. His puck skills could get better, but other than that, he's probably NHL ready if he rounds out his stats a little bit more. Tarnstrom, Alberts, Galiev, Korhonen. Nothing too crazy. I think Benda will also definitely take a good look at the bottom pair role next year. Mateko maybe could probably won't make the lineup, but he'll be in the AHL. Tulipov will be in the AHL. Our AHL team will be stacked with good players. And the last thing we'll do before we end off is look at our expiring contracts. Jean Gabriel Peugeot is the big one. We're going to have a lot of money going into next season. He only wants like 6 something million. If we go, I'd probably go for a 2-year deal because he's going to be 35, 36. So if we go 85% on that, that's 5.55. So is it worth locking him in right now for that money? I don't think it is. Even though he's an 87 overall, we saw he has growth and he still has top 6 potential. I mean, players can just fall off at any moment. So I'll definitely think on that. I definitely could offer it to him. Suter was very good for us, but he's probably priced himself out. He'll get some natural growth. So Suter, and other than that, no one we really need to worry about. So next season is the off season and the playoffs. Let me know if you want to make any lineup changes, any suggestions for the playoffs. I'll also give you the look at the draft class as well. So here's the players I have pinned. Seaman, he's in 3 years away, which is pretty good for the 3rd round. This guy, another medium league goalie. Rowe is only 2 years away, so he could be worth a look. Hamilton and Halvardson are low elites. This guy at 13th overall, he's an NHL ready grinder, which is a very interesting player. Maybe he can learn from like Cal Clutterbuck or something if we keep him. Jalen Beckett, a low elite. This guy's very interesting though. So ranked 54. He's a medium elite goalie, which isn't special. We've all seen medium elite goalies, but he's only 1 year away. So he'd probably be in like the mid 70 overalls. That's very rare. I don't think we'll select this guy because we have Ilya Sorokin for so long, but it's definitely an interesting narrative that we could explore. Low top 6. This guy's another one of the NHL ready defensemen. Probably won't go for him. Wheel and Reagan there. So overall, not an extremely good draft class, but definitely some interesting players. Now we'll go into this playoff series next episode. Let me know any changes you want to see, any suggestions, like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you want to keep up with this series where we take the Islanders from the depths of despair to dynasty. That's a good slogan. Maybe I'll use that. But yeah, thank you for watching, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.